What's up, everyone? Shaquille Mahjoudi here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He is the UFC's number 5 ranked welterweight contender, fighting Belal Muhammad for the UFC Welterweight Championship at UFC 315 on Saturday. Making his way to my neck of the woods in Canada, Jack Della Maddalena. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks, Shaquille. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for doing this. Now, while you're in North America, are you going to make sure to find your way to one of the Wu-Tang Clan's final tour stops with Run the Jewels? Because I hear this is the last one they're doing.
Oh, I didn't actually know that, but that could be pretty
Uh,
cool.
okay.
Where is that happening? In Canada.
Just all over North America. I
Oh,
don't know.
wow.
Yeah, through the spring and summer, I think. I can't imagine they won't start
That's
adding some like international dates, but I feel like if
yeah,
this
that's
is your
pretty
last
cool.
chance, you got to try and make it happen, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm going to New York after after the fight for a couple of days, so that'd be pretty awesome to try and catch him in New York. Pretty iconic. But yeah, we'll
Keep
see. That but yeah, didn't know that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I promised myself I was going to stay on top of like really important concerts, and I keep slipping. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the fight. I saw you on Instagram posting a photo with Alexander Volkanovski. Can you tell me a little bit about how some of the work you did with him will sort of influence this fight, as well as just what it meant for you to see him do something very unlikely at his age and recapture the featherweight championship?
Yeah, it was pretty inspiring. He's always been a bit of an inspiration, been one of Australia's goats in the fight game. So it's cool to be able to go over there and train with him, see how someone like him who's had a lot of championship fights, how he prepares for, yeah, the big fight, the big 5 round championship fight. But yeah, it was incredible. He was obviously you saw in the fight, he was in incredible shape. And just to see someone like that get the work in and prepare for such a big fight, and then to be able to pull it off, reclaim the world title with so many people doubting him is pretty. It was pretty cool to watch.
When you assess this fight, obviously a lot of people are going to kind of look at it as striker versus grappler. Is that your assessment of it? Where is Bilal the most dangerous? Where are you the most dangerous?
Yeah, I mean he's pretty well rounded, but I think his big key to victory is like always trying to implement his wrestling, try and strike, and then if he has got the upper hand or if he believes he's got the upper hand in the grappling, he'll push for that. He's able to hold people down. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've got the better striking. I do think I've got some good grappling that he might be not prepared for. So I might try and be able to pull out like a submission at some point if he lays on me for too long.
I've seen this sort of rhetoric from Belal Muhammad, from Ian Garry, who I'll say in Ian's defense, he said this with a lot of respect for you, even if the statement doesn't come up that way. But just in terms of assessing the fight, there seems to be this narrative that people think that Belal is going to break you after a few rounds. What would you say in response to that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's I don't know. I don't really know what to say to that. I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, he's not going to break me. I'm going to try and break him. So that's the fight. Who's going to break first? That's what this battle's about. And I guess everyone, well, obviously, you always have to give respect to the champion. And I feel like a lot of people are under it, not thinking I'm going to win this fight, just backing the guy he's done the work. So I guess you got to respect what he's done. So, but yeah, yeah, we'll see who breaks first, and that will decide the winner.
I guess spinning off of that, number 5 in the division, obviously Shavkat was sort of lined up for this opportunity. He couldn't make it happen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about sort of this narrative that maybe you haven't quite earned this title shot yet?
Yeah, again, I don't really give a like. It doesn't really matter what I earned.
You
Is
can say that word, it's okay.
you know the word. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck what anyone thinks about that because really, like, I wasn't gonna. They offered it to me. Obviously, they
Mhm.
saw fit that I was the one in charge, and that's all that matters. Anyone can win on any given day, and they thought, who's next best in line? Who's going to give a good challenge to Bilal? And I think they thought of me. So
Now,
it doesn't really, yeah, it really doesn't matter what anyone thinks. They offered it to me, and I'm going to take my opportunity, and I'm going to take the belt, and then they can all come to me.
more importantly, who is your main when you're playing Mario Kart?
How do you know we play Mario Kart? We were just
Uh,
playing. I was
oh, were you just playing? I got a
yeah,
camera.
we were
You're
just
coming. You're coming to
playing.
Canada, bro. I got eyes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really nervous now.
Were you literally just playing?
Yeah, we were. We bring Nintendo Switch with us. We always have a game, but I mix it up. I like Wario. He's pretty cool, Wario. But I mix it up.
All right. Are you more of like a motorcycle guy or a
I
full-on
like
car
just
guy?
the standard car gets
Yeah.
me through. It's quite yeah, pretty boring, but
Hey, you get some of those pay-per-view points or something. You got to grab the new Switch 2 that's coming out. Apparently, that Mario
yeah,
Kart's going to be super sick. It's like open world. You can have like up to like
yeah,
32
right.
people racing or some shit like that. So,
Yeah, that's good. I
that
might.
is
We've taken this every fight trip, or since Contender Series that we got the Switch because it was like obviously getting over to US big fly. So we're just every cam we always bring it with us. Good way to pass the time. And yeah, Mario Kart's a pretty fun, exciting game. But yeah, definitely, I reckon if I get that championship money, I'll definitely get onto the Nintendo too.
good, good, good. I want to get like the GameCube attachments they have for it. All right, last fight related question. Thoughts on Ian Garry as the backfill? I mean, whatever people might think about his personality or his fight style, like I think you don't see many guys turn around after 2 weeks
Yeah,
and
you got to
take
give.
that
Oh,
run.
yeah, he's an annoying. I find him quite annoying, to be honest. But you got to respect. He's always the guy that shows up. There's nobody else. I feel like in the top 15 that would jump on fights in 3 weeks. So respect to him and good on him. I guess it's the same thing. He got the opportunity to be the backup fighter. I don't think the backup fighter is going to be needed, but he can somehow get his name into he can get his name in there, get some a bit of attention for it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be needed. But I'm sure we'll fight down the line and it'll be a good fight.
Do you want to clear up this Paul Craig, sorry, this Craig Jones video? Some people are saying it's fake. Some people are saying you really put him on like the Darce. What's going on, Jack?
No comment. No comment.
Good answer.
Plead the
Um, hey, are you caught up on the new season of Handmaid's Tale yet?
Nah, haven't caught. I've been out of that one. I
Uh,
haven't caught up with that. I haven't watched that in ages.
fell off. Fell off. Why'd you fall off? Or what
Well,
are you
I
watching
don't
now?
know. I sort of lost it. Just got so I don't really watch a whole lot of TV series because I think just after a while I just lose interest.
Yeah.
But I like the first season. It's pretty
Trying,
good.
trying to get my wife back on. I teach their own, but she's like, it feels a little too real right now. I don't want to watch it. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
fair enough, fair enough.
I think that's why I got into it. It's quite freaky at the time.
As we wrap up here, what's the next benchmark? Obviously, for most fighters, becoming the UFC champion is the goal. What kind of champion does Jack Della Maddalena want to be? Is it about being a champ? Is it about racking up title defenses? Is there someone you want to fight first? What does the campaign of Jack the Champ look like?
Yeah, I would like racking up finishes would be nice.
Hmm.
Racking up though, obviously, yeah, chasing records, but putting on exciting championship fights and not just winning them, but racking up finishes, being an exciting finishing champion would be the goal.
How how highly would you rank, let's say, Robbie Lawler's championship run then?
He was that was a very good run. When he came back to the UFC and just went on that tear of like a couple of knockouts, and then that good fight with Rory McDonald, and
Hmm.
then the Johnny Hendricks fights.
Carlos
All
Condit.
Yeah, and then obviously the rematch with Rory was insane. Getting versing Condit, pretty incredible career. And all those fight. Obviously, you remember him as probably one of the most. Oh, you'd have to say the most exciting welterweight champion, I'd say, in history
Hmm.
so far. Obviously, there's been great champions, but in terms of excitement, he's the number one guy. So yeah, I guess chasing the records, but then also trying to be the exciting champion.
I mean, that's so refreshing to hear. I feel like we don't hear that too much anymore. Champions who want to sort of build their legacy around putting on exciting fights. So if it
Yeah.
happens, I look forward to watching along. Jack, I want to let you have the last word. So very quickly, guys, subscribe, tap the bell, all that good stuff ahead of your main event welterweight title fight against Belal Muhammad at UFC 315. Jack Della Maddalena, if there's anything you want to tell the people before you get back to your Mario Kart, the floor is yours, man.
No, just no. It's I enjoy Montreal's a cool spot. It's good to be back fighting again. Obviously, it's been a bit of a layoff, so started to get back in there and test the skills against, I guess, the top guy right now. So, dream come true. Excited for the match.